Hello. Yes. That pose was pretty hard to recreate, but yes, hello and welcome everybody to tonight's fantastic dinosaur action. I've got something for you, and wow, the good old classic fantastic stuff that's going on tonight. Hopefully everybody had a good week Friday. Good stuff. If everybody's watching this live, had to make myself pretty big for that one, but definitely continuing to love the thumbnails, all that good stuff. I was actually thinking before starting tonight, I was maybe going to highlight the Discord. A lot of good chats today, especially with the release of, well, not the release, the previews for the new Foundation set. There's a Magic panel, some convention or something like that. I think the raccoons are out. No, it's just a car driving by. Security camera. No, just wind. A little bit of a storm here, but the weather is pretty good. I don't know if it's like that for other people, but a couple days this week it was up to 20 Celsius, that is, which is pretty darn fantastic. But if anybody happens to be new by chance, list in the description, primer for my favorite way to play dinosaurs as it is, the Stampede variation, even though I'm kind of switching it up, feeling it out, trying something a little bit different with Torpor Orb here to hate against Celestia, which I didn't need Torpor Orb last night for some of you that saw it, but it was pretty fantastic. Smoking them, that's the idea. Now I do hope to face Azorius Control, which I haven't for quite some time. A little bit unfortunate, but that's all right. And the primer as well. I won't go into it too much, but one of these nights coming up, I'll do a little bit more in-depth introduction. Okay. Switching out, basically, the only switch from last night was Colossadactyl. That was shifting Ceratops. Now, I think in a lot of cases, Colossadactyl is basically better, which I know sounds pretty darn crazy. Oh, excuse me, I'm drinking a Pepsi Zero tonight. But keep in mind, reach and trample. Colossadactyl costs the same as shifting. You have to pay 1 green for reach and 1 green for trample from shifting Ceratops with its activated ability. And you also have to pay 1 green for haste, but of course haste could be given by Regisaur Alpha or Palani's Hatcher, so you wouldn't have to do that oftentimes with shifting. But the reach and trample is very nice. If it already has haste, as shifting would already have haste, I think it makes a little bit more sense. I don't have to sink any more into giving it trample, and I might want to do that, but I might not have any extra green for shifting Ceratops' activated ability there. And also, shifting Ceratops cannot be countered, but naturally being heavily focused on dinosaurs, sometimes people spread it out a little bit, different creature types for their dinosaur deck. But me, how I love to do it, I'd have a Cavern of Souls, make Colossadactyl uncounterable as shifting is, already has reach or trample, boom, gets haste from Regisaur, and then it's pretty darn efficient. Excuse me. But specifically against that Celestia, pardon me. Something caught in the back of my throat. I'm almost 100%, I think. I'm 100% sure that I'm going to hate on Celestia. I bet we're going to face it again tonight. Okay. That's good. But having reach, let's say I play Colossadactyl turn 4. It's a little bit late, but specifically against Celestia Hate Bears, we drop Torpor Orb, boom. They're not doing a whole lot of anything. And then future turns, we drop this. I don't have to worry about the flying creatures that deck has. Sometimes I have just lost to that, even with the Torpor Orb. Their aggression can be pretty good, but now they're not. Oh, goodness. Now they're not going to be attacking into that. We buy time, we beat them up, because if their creatures aren't triggering enter the battlefield effects, they're pretty darn terrible, which is feeling pretty fantastic. And then I think that's about it. If we don't face off against Selesnya Hate Bears in Game 2, as it was last night, we switch out Colossadactyl, Pugnacious, definitely Torpor Orb, and bring in the Stampede package that many of you guys know. And
ruthless aggression.
Even more ruthless aggression. Okay. Might take a little bit to find the opponent tonight, just because it is somewhat later, but it's Friday. Got a trick-or-treat morning walk, I guess. Main Street, downtown where I live, the shops and stuff, just to get people, interested in them. They set up a little booth, I think, they hand out candy as you walk up and down Main Street. It's kind of like it's not a parade. I don't think it's a parade, but it's a way to get the candy. Oh, excuse me. Get the candy earlier, and then maybe you don't have to go out if you do have kids, which could be kind of nice. It's going to be pretty cold tomorrow, but this is going to be a pretty fantastic hand right here. 2 forests. I don't have a Sunken or Castle Garenbrig, but I should have all the mana I need. Ghalta the Wellspring. This is not Selesnya Hate Bears, I can tell you that much. But what might they be on? Do I want to go with Commune? Technically, Sylvan will get the 3rd land, which it would play to get Pugnacious. But I'll go with Commune. I'll see if it's a castle or a Sunken. That's pretty good. I'll grab a Sunken. We'll go with Sylvan Scrying at some point. Would it have been better to grab a castle, play that next turn, use Sylvan to grab a Sunken, and not play Sunken? Hard to say. But at the very least, I'll just go Sunken. Either, get the package of the lands that make a boatload of mana. Sunken Citadel tapping for 2 green usually. The first Sunken, you choose that color, and then that 2 green goes towards Castle Garenbrig's activated ability. But this appears to be some sort of Rakdos sacrifice. Ooh. It's not that scary. A lot of my stuff does have trample. Colossadactyl. Pugnacious Hammerskull does not, unfortunately. So it could be chump blocked into infinity, sadly. But at the very least, next turn we should be getting Carnage Tyrant with that Castle Garenbrig there. See what Commune grabs. Would I want to land? Would I want to reach 7 on turn 5? I do kind of like Pugnacious Hammerskull. I could play both next turn. Castle Garenbrig's ability making 6, Pugnacious times 2. That is a fantastic thing, if it ever comes to that. You could have 4 Pugnacious Hammerskull and some other dino, a bunch of stuff that costs 3, and then that synergizes, I think, quite nicely with Castle Garenbrig's ability. Either you play a creature that costs 6, or 2 that costs 3, and that could be quite explosive and quite deadly for the opponent. But it wouldn't be too smart, I think. If I played both Pugnacious Hammerskulls, one would likely be stolen by names on it. It's on the tip of my tongue. Claim the Firstborn. You can get to steal a creature temporarily with a mana value 3 or less, and Pugnacious Hammerskull having that, I don't think so. Carnage Tyrant probably our best bet. Can't be stolen, can't likely be killed. We see. Well, we'll hope. Oh boy. We don't have too many more turns left. Archdruid's Charm 100%. We're going towards the Mayhem Devil because that pinging is going to add up. We could be close to dead if they play another Mayhem Devil next turn. That's not going to be fun. They'll be pinging each time a permanent is sacrificed. So the Cauldron Familiar would be 2, and then the food that's sacrificed another 2, and it gets out of control real fast. Don't play another Mayhem Devil. Oh boy. At the very least, with the Carnage Tyrant, I know I don't have to worry about the amazing chump blocking potential of the Cauldron Familiar there. I'm getting rid of Pugnacious, I can tell you that much. Fine by me. Now the question becomes, should they have just sacrificed Kroxa to the Witch's Oven? If you enter full control, you do have an instance to do that. would be kind of neat, but Carnage Tyrant will be swinging because Archdruid is going to take that Mayhem Devil out. Hopefully. Oh, they got something up their sleeve. Shieldred's Edict could be a very real possibility. But if they do that, we respond with Archdruids and we'll get them. Hopefully it's not that. Well, they're thinking about something. Huh.
It's a trap!
The full damage continues on through. If Carnage Tyrant didn't have Trample, the damage would just be stopped. But because it's Trample, either I'm dealing 6 or I'm dealing 7. But now with the cat gone, I'm dealing the full 7. Because I don't have to go through anything. Boom. Yeah, just gotta take it out. Would have been a little bit better. I would have done a touch more damage if I had done that before Carnage Tyrant connected. Oh my goodness. Okay. A Torpor Orb though. Play that. Cauldron Familiar doesn't drain me whenever it enters. So that is going to actually help quite a bit. Stabilize a touch. Or just smoke them, possibly. Of course, you do have to be a little bit worried about Kroxa there. Oh, okay, so it's that particular combo. That's not fun. I'll tell you that much. We definitely need Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. Of course, we don't have that, sadly. Yeah. Huh. Well, I guess that's going to do it. I would imagine that's going to do it. I mean, Tyrranax Rex is nice. Do a little bit of damage. I'm thinking. Laney's Hatchet doesn't do a whole lot. Yeah. Nope, we're not coming back from that one. But we know what we need to do. Vaultborn Tyrant, the package. Torpor Orb could, again, hurt the excuse me, hurt the opponent a little bit, stopping the enter the battlefield trigger from the Cauldron Familiar. But other than that, I'm not really too worried. Pugnacious, definitely, like I said, yeah, that would get stolen by Claim the Firstborn. They might not have it in. I don't think it's perhaps super common at this point with the Rakdos or Jund cat food combo here. We'll see. At least I know what they're on. It can be a little bit slow, and we should be able to assemble all the pieces that we need to get them. I don't think they often have Thoughtseize. This hand could be pretty perfect. Of course, there is too many Ghalta Stampede Tyrants, but 3 lands instantly with Archdruids. They're all green. One of those lands is Sunken. As long as it's Sunken or Castle Garenbrig, I would tend to keep it, because then I only need one other part. Whatever the land is that I'm missing to make that explosive amount of mana. And those multiple Ghaltas could really come in quite handy. Okay, well, excuse me, they're dead, possibly. We're on track to kill them. 8 mana turn 5. You better be on point, buddy. Multiple Witches Ovens is slightly problematic, but they have mostly 1 turn left. If they spend any amount of mana, they will die next turn. That's what it's all about.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me!
Don't push it. Don't push it. I'll give you a war you won't believe.
Play a Mayhem Devil or something. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Huh. That's pretty good. Of course, we technically haven't gotten them quite yet. Ghalta Stampede Tyrant only putting out a Regisaur, leading to attack with Ghalta herself plus the Dinosaur token only is a total of 15, so it's not actually lethal. We would have to draw some other dino, any other dino, and we would have got the job done. We still might. It's a very real possibility, hopefully. But turn 4, 8 mana, 15 hasty damage, and the way I got to that 8 mana is pretty hard to stop. That's what it's all about. I think they might just quit here. I mean, they know they only have one more turn. Yeah, surprise. Oh, they've never seen Regisaur Alpha. You can see them mousing over it. They're like, wait, no, that's, there you go. Huh. Now we just have to do it again. And hope we dodge Thoughtseize. You have to imagine if an opponent is in black, mono black, or it's part of the colors that they're using. It's a pretty safe bet, I would think. Yeah, okay. Off to the races. Back to Nature could be pretty good. It destroys all enchantments. This opponent doesn't have many, but pardon me. Scavenger's Talent is rough, but that hand is not rough because it is basically perfect. But yeah, we've got 7 mana right there. Another Ghalta. It's kind of a repeat of the previous game, but 7 mana. I only need to see one more land, Sylvan Scrying or Archdruid's Charm, and we're good to go. Well, we're good to go. Alright, Commune with Dinosaurs. Let's see what we get. Vaultborn Tyrant. Okay, clock's ticking. Watch out. 7 mana, turn 4 for Vaultborn, followed up by Ghalta, plus a Ghalta. Boom. They need to be 100% on point. Oh boy. I do like Commercial District. We see what's on top. If it's another land, might as well send it to the bottom. Supercharge and make this Ruthless Aggression good. I like a Carnage Tyrant. That's what it's all about. They don't have a cat in the graveyard. That sort of stuff. We should be safe. They haven't even leveled up Scavenger's Talent once yet to that second one. That's also a way that they can kill us. If they get a cat in the graveyard, 2 cats in total. With Ygra, they get to cycle them. 1 cat sacrifices to the other one, and then you just die that way. But we'll see. I think they're going to level it up. I'd be surprised if they don't. Okay. No Thoughtseize, don't do it. Another Blood Tithe Harvester is fine. We're going back up to full health there, 20, and the opponent is going to much less. The opponent's about to go to negative health. Nichols, how's it going? Hopefully all is well with you and had a good week. Hopefully you did. Oh, I'm pretty hyped. I think there's going to be another dinosaur. I mentioned it just briefly at the start here, but the alternate extended art, the new art for Gigantosaurus. Oh boy. Oh, who cares? They're going to kill Vaultborn Tyrant. I don't care, because I get a token. I mean, the other Blood Tithe Harvester, it appears, is going to take it out. They do have 3 blood tokens, so it gets -6/-6, but this is fine by me. I think there's still a good chance they're going to quit. The middle of moving. I might be in the middle of moving pretty fast. Our house was just posted actually today to sell. We're going to stay in the town we're at, north of Toronto, but something a little bit bigger just because, well, when you have a bunch of kids, you need something bigger. If you want a bunch of kids, I guess. Yeah, we're looking to have 4. We only have 2 right now. But I made sure where we're going. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look, they're mousing over the lands. They're like, that's not fair. How is this person doing it? Oh, man. Why them? Why them? Yeah, going back to that fiber internet. We would never buy another house if it didn't have fiber internet. I spent so many years doing that. It's kind of what held me back from sort of doing YouTube. I played League of Legends for quite a while, and I kind of wanted to go pro. That was sort of my dream, but my internet situation was not good at the time. Yeah. Hopefully they can't get us. We'll see. All right. Well, they have one turn. Oh, no.
You won! You did it!
I had to use the Willy Wonka clip. I'll probably use it a little bit more here tonight just because that's the inspiration for the thumbnail there. But that's pretty good. You just go to the main plan after game one if it's, again, some opponent that isn't hated upon by the Torpor. But it goes back to my point from last night. Should I just have it in the sideboard instead? Because more often than not, it won't be super helpful. Hard to say. Oh, okay. Hopefully you got a pretty good deal, and I guess a month isn't too bad. A little bit of a transition period there. Ooh, blue. The Jace avatar makes me a little bit worried. Hopefully it's not mill. But we got the Cavern of Souls and whatnot, Carnage Tyrant, Tyrranax Rex. We wouldn't be wrecking much of anything with that hand, though. Okay, that's a lot better. Mostly perfect. We only need to see one more land to make 6. Excuse me. Phlegm. Gross, not fun, not fun. Eventually, once we get there, we're going to be having fun. Yeah, I could see Colossadactyl being, well, the least important thing. I'm going to reach the point of playing Colossadactyl or Carnage Tyrant at the same time, so it might as well be Carnage. Oh, now the question becomes, will they have a Spell Pierce? We'll draw it out maybe with the Torpor Orb. I don't really need it against Izzet Phoenix. I think they might do it. I guess they didn't. Wait until they play Ledger Shredder or something. Prophetic Memory. Artist Talent. Artist Talent. Okay, hashtag pre-recorded. There you go. At least we got Sunken. But I think they could have had that Spell Pierce 1 blue. We would have had to pay an extra 2. Would have been countered. So as long as we, get to Carnage Tyrant, that's going to be nice. Playing that on turn 4 would be pretty helpful. Especially if they continue to hold up some sort of, counter spell. There you go. Watch out. You can't target, can't counter, can't kill. They left up mana to do something to me, but they can't do anything to me. So they somewhat wasted a bit of time. Izzet Phoenix, though, has a lot of stuff at instant speed. Torpor Orb, that's fine. They bounced it, so they helped me. I always love when they do that. Of course, they don't exactly know what I have. My hand's not revealed. But now Regisaur Alpha would be making the token if and when it does come down. Imagine, yeah. Pardon me. 2 Arclight Phoenixes. This could be rough. Hit for 6. Not so fun. Artist Talent really is it's a big pain. If we could take out Artist Talent, it would be, fantastic. There are a couple dinos that take out enchantments, so enchantments and artifacts, Thrashing Brontodon, Tranquil Frillback. Starting out with those wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. Of course, Torpor Orb, as we see here, not helping whatsoever. That's how it goes. Watch me take it out, move it to the sideboard, and the very next match after doing that is Celestia Hate Bears. Ooh. It's not the end. I mean, oh, they want to trade with it. Well, I'm just going to play T-Rex that you can't trade with. What you going to do? Surprise. Phew. That force really saved us there. We deal a good chunk of damage. They're going to get the Phoenixes back. Hopefully they don't have 3, and then they would be able to trade with Tyrranax Rex there. But they can't pay the ward cost, which is quite nice indeed. They can't afford to attack with the Phoenixes. Possibly just 1 if they get 3. So we've bought ourselves a decent bit of time. It's pretty fun, actually. If they somehow got all 4, they could attack with 3, hold 1 back. Possibly. But they are tapped out. Hopefully they are tapped out. Of course, if they hold 1 red up, that could mean Lightning Axe, maybe. Fiery Impulse, which would take out the Dinosaur token now made by Regisaur Alpha. But if they are tapped out, they would probably be dead. The token plus Tyrranax Rex going towards them, I would think. It would just be nice to get revenge, especially from a few nights ago when I faced 3 Izzet Phoenix in one night. It's kind of rough. Yeah, a bunch of artist talents. Oh, that's... They still only have 2, that's fine. Yeah, they can't attack. This is hilarious. It's actually quite funny. 9, 2... Oh, yeah, Archdruid's Charm kills him. No, not Bandit Explorer. Something else, I believe. A lot of people are talking about Treasure Cruise, how it should be banned. That might be where you're getting it, perhaps. I'm always reading about it. Yeah, there's a decent... Oh! It was about to be exactly lethal. Too bad they didn't let me connect. I don't mind it too much. I don't like it, I guess, quite so much because now with artist talent, the Izzet Phoenix has achieved even new heights. The Arclight Phoenix is flying even higher, which is, kind of rough. I still feel pretty good, but just the fact that they have such a fantastic way to get the Phoenixes into the graveyard, it's pretty scary. And then if they level it up at some point, their non-creature spells costing 1 less makes Treasure Cruise cost 1 less. That's not fun at all. But Torpor Orb not doing much of anything. Pugnacious Hammerskull I do like against Phoenix because it has 6 toughness. Chances are they have to double up on 2 pieces of removal. A Lightning Axe only deals 5, so it might be Lightning Axe plus Fiery Impulse, which they might want because they want to cast a bunch of spells. But still, the plan kind of remains the same. Vaultborn Tyrant, boom. Colossadactyl could be somewhat decent. Shifting Ceratops can be nice as well with the reach, but also the protection from blue. If they have the Ledger Shredder, which I haven't seen, I think some opponents have switched the Ledger Shredder for Artist Talent. Both kind of are ways, well, they are ways to discard the Arclight Phoenix, but I think Artist Talent might be maybe a little bit better. Yeah. But yeah, the reach with Colossadactyl, we could just block Arclight Phoenix into infinity, but it's basically guaranteed that they're going to have removal to take it out. So I'm going to take it out, keeping that Pugnacious there. and we'll see how it goes. I don't bring in the Hornet Queen just because sometimes it delays the inevitable. I do trade with Izzet Phoenix, but then they just get it back. Eventually, I'm not going to have a bunch of flying insects like the Hornet Queen makes, and then I'll just continue to die. I'm going to get some more pop. I'll be right back. Is it the first free win of the night? I think they're mad. They're probably pretty mad that I had exactly lethal. Yeah, I don't know. Imagine they don't face too many dinosaurs. But again, with the Explorer format being quite small, like it was last night, I've run into some people that I've faced before. Some of them are... Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. Cooked. Fried chicken. I got some chicken at the grocery store today. I just haven't had time to get it, so the bill was pretty big. Ground turkey. That was on sale, which was pretty nice. Maybe make some turkey meatballs. Arclight meatballs. Ooh. That'd be pretty good. Okay. So they just ran down the clock. Perhaps they're roping, perhaps they're not here, but I do suspect that they're pretty mad about what happened. I'm not mad about that hand. It could end up being perfect. Sunken Citadel, the start it enters tapped. We choose green. So they could counter Commune. I would like to potentially play it on turn 1. Have as many chances to play it before they spell pierce. But let's say it goes off. I get another source of green. Sylvan digs and grabs Castle Garenbrig. Boom. All of a sudden I'm making 6. Commune grabbed the land. Sylvan grabs the castle, and then you follow up with Cavern. And we got Carnage Tyrant. That's alright by me. Commune could also dig and see a castle. You could see another Sunken, which would be lovely stuff as well. Which I would play the second Sunken on turn 2 as my land for the turn. And then turn 3 I'd search for Castle Garenbrig, play it as my land for the turn. And then turn 4 with the Cavern I make 7. I could skip over Carnage Tyrant, which is nice. Okay, we got him. Where's the plane when you need it? Okay. It can be a pretty tough format, absolutely. Especially best of 3, but best of 3, best of 1, they have their own quirks, I guess. Best of 1 leans a little bit more towards aggro, I believe. Just because people don't have the sideboard, they don't have the chance to adjust the game plan and kind of make it a little bit easier. But, I don't know. I've never been turned off. I've been playing for so long. I've played against a whole lot scarier stuff, and I just also love the challenge of, if you beat me up often enough, I'm gonna make your life heck. I'm gonna get you. You're gonna wish you never faced me. Maybe you'll play a completely different game, because I'll beat you so bad. Yeah, that's what I like. That hand is what I like. I think it could work. Commercial district, see what's on top. Hopefully it is a land. I mean, we got that Stomping Ground there. Ooh. Yeah, I'll go with Regisaur Alpha. That could be good. 5 color something, maybe. Ooh, yeah, it is. Back to Nature is going to be smoking this opponent, as I know a bunch of you guys have faced that enchantment deck, the 5 color one. Yeah. Sunken though. Fantastic. We play one of the Stomping Grounds next turn. We have 3 green. Archdruid searches, puts castle. And then turn 4 we make 7 for the lovely T-Rex. Hopefully we can take them down game 1. It is nice to beat them without them knowing that we have the potential of Back to Nature. Croaks and Kurdoros. Not too worried about that. They don't have enough mana to play it anyways. They might play some other scary enchantment, but I think almost get high noon. That's fine by me. Don't care about that. I usually only play one thing a turn, and yeah, now they're going to be maybe turning off their computer when I hit them with T-Rex here. Love it. That's what it's all about. Sometimes that's all you need. The opponent is cursing. They have missed a couple land drops, I believe, so we're in a decent position. Maybe Ghalta, Stampede Tyrant next turn, but just remember Ghalta is not in to start. It feels weird to say that. Feels wrong. But that win does not. Like I mentioned. Oh, we're off to the races. We don't need the Hornet Queen, no. Colossadactyl, gone. Pugnacious, out of there. Torpor Orb. Good stuff, good stuff. I guess one Hornet Queen might as well. Sometimes their creatures can be pretty big. Those enchantment creatures, Overlord of the Baelmerk, that's a 5/5. It's a decent size, but well, they might not have much of anything, because Back to Nature is going to destroy all that stuff. All the Overlords are enchantment creatures. They got up the Beanstalk. They got a lot. Yeah. Back to Nature is where it's at. Maybe it's going to be twice in a row. I was wondering about that. Now I'm not stuffed up. Ready to go. Fantastic hand. We see any other land, we make 6. Commune to dig for it. Sylvan Scrying we would be making 7, but the Back to Nature there, we're set. 100%. Archdruid's Charm we make 7. Oh, I mean, it's not a terrible thing. We will be buying ourselves a nice amount of time with 2 of them. Play up the Beanstalk, we take it out. Unless I draw Archdruid's Charm next turn, 100% that's what it would be going. Okay. We'll just wait. Hopefully they play maybe something at instant speed. I don't think most of their enchantments are instant speed or have flash. But you never know. There are some enchantments that have flash. Oh boy. Overlord of the something. That is odd. That is not odd, because boom. Now we got Carnage Tyrant. A little bit late, but that's fine. Somebody big that hopefully they can't deal with just because of the hexproof there. Oh, surprise. I think for the most part their answers are enchantments that target Elesh Norn. Not the end of the world. Sylvan Scrying though, 100%. We're grabbing Sunken. We're making 8. I kind of want Commercial District. I do have Ghalta though, so just in case, I do expect Elesh Norn is probably gonna block Carnage Tyrant. They're not gonna take 7 forever. If they play an Overlord, it's gone. I could see an Overlord for 5. Most of them cost 5 or 6, I believe. Take out Elesh Norn next turn. I think they would block. But who knows? People can surprise you. That's for sure. not bad. Archdruid's Charm. I love it. Now this is going to be extra bad. They're probably going to quit right here.
But you can't do this to me.
You know how much I sacrificed?
I wanted to double block. Archdruid is going to take out Elish Norn, and now I didn't lose Carnage at all. Sweet. Good. Quit. I hope so. And I still have 2 left over with Back to Nature for one of them, so I don't know, I almost feel bad. Oh boy, there's an Overlord. They paid 3 to make a land that taps for any color. It's alright by me. Oof. Now maybe look. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Got him. Line up. I mean, it is pretty late in this season, so that could be a good part of it. Of course, I would wish I'm in Mythic, maybe the 10th of each month. Of course, as you see, that doesn't always happen, and because it is so late, perhaps the level is a little bit different. The caliber, I guess. I don't know. Of course, you can't have streaks. Anybody has streaks, winning, losing, but it is kind of nice to, somewhat do it back-to-back nights. All right. Where's that? Excuse me. Where's that Celestia Hate Bears when you need it? See how long this match goes. Probably the last match. We'll see. Probably going to be waking up at 6:30 anyways. That's usually when my kids get up. Doesn't matter if it's a school day, if it's a weekend. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Whoa. Is this going to be another cat food combo? That's the question. Ghalta, we'll see. But we're looking at 7 mana to begin with. 7 mana. They can't kill. They can't discard. Okay. Oh my. Oh, folks. Right. Top deck the sunken, and now their chances have sunken. It's amazing because Commercial District next turn. See if a land is on top again. Don't need it whatsoever. I'm flooded at this point now, which is pretty crazy to say. Oh, that's all right. Tyrranax Rex, maybe. Oh, there. Hashtag pre-recorded. All right. I got to admit, it took me a long time to pre-record all these matches, and then I combined them to make it look like I was on a streak. You know how it is. That's a joke, if anybody's wondering. If you do anything enough, you can somewhat predict what's going to happen, which I like doing. Of course, if you say enough stuff, you'll be right sometimes. Always got to keep that in mind, too. Good. Hopefully they don't have Shieldred's Edict. I don't think cat food combo usually does. Maybe they do. Oh boy. Oh, they're looking at it. They're thinking. Deadly Dispute. Doesn't matter for us. Yep. Keep looking at it. Yep, mousing over all the lands again. Oh, that never gets old. That's the best. It's the best feeling in the world, pretty much, when playing this kind of a dinosaur deck. 4 lands, 7 mana. You don't need to do sometimes any other early stuff. You just do that, and it's pretty addictive. That's why I've stayed with it for so long. I get another T-Rex next turn, they're just dead. to poison counters. Doesn't matter what life total they're at. Oh, technically, I could do that. Yeah. We'll see what they do. Connect again with T-Rex. Any other creature I play, they could kill, steal, whatnot. Either I use Archdruids to take out Scavenger's Talent, because it could get Ygra. If they pay 3 to level it up to level 3, at the beginning of their end step, they sacrifice 3 other non-land permanents. They may do that. Then return a creature from their graveyard to the battlefield. Oftentimes that creature is Ygra. There you go. Oh boy, they think they're going to do something. But they're not going to do something. We wait until they sink in 3 mana. Then we respond to it. Before the end step, really. That's what we're looking for. You haven't won yet? Oh, just wait. Archdruid's Charm is so good. Let them think they've won if they have 2 cards. Maybe one in their hand and then the one on the battlefield. Okay, yeah. That's something. Gotcha. You lose. Okay. Well, we just have to do that again. But maybe it is going to be a repeat of that other cat food opponent. I am really surprised I haven't seen... haven't seen Celestia. I thought that was the new hot thing, but maybe cat food is somehow a response to Celestia, maybe, you know. Week to week it could be a little bit different. Again, especially with a smaller format. Smaller populated, that is. Huh. I mean, really, taking out... Yeah, I think Back to Nature, I like that. Taking out Scavenger's Talent, they get Ygra in the graveyard, as you saw there. Archdruid's Charm won because it took out Scavenger's Talent, so having other ways to do that with Back to Nature would bring us back into contention. That hand, though, I'm getting spoiled tonight. No!
Good Lord, what is happening in there?
It's basically perfect. Again, all the ways that I make the big amount of mana is all do it again. What you gonna do? Keep getting rid of the big stuff. I got more. Watch out. Castle Garenbrig, there you go. Love it. Of course, I don't love the amount of lands that I only have, but there's a lot of big creatures. Commune is good. If I see a Carnage Tyrant in the top 5, I could play it as well. The 2 Sunkens plus Castle Garenbrig would allow for that. So hopefully that's what happens. If it's Ghalta, yeah. Vaultborn, maybe. Well, the only thing is Ghalta. That's kind of funny. Watch out. It's all big. It's all bad because it's game 2. I'm just happy they don't have Scavenger's Talent yet or Cauldron Familiar. That should mean we have enough time to eventually do something good. Ooh, just playing the Ygra, that's not fun. I mean, I hope they don't have removal for Ghalta. That's a very real possibility. As you can see, I mean, you guys might experience getting flooded even with just 20 lands. The 2 Thoughtseizes really did hurt, though. Would have been nice to get Tyrranax Rex down at that point. I'm pretty sure Ghalta is dead. Molten Collapse tends to do the trick. We aren't dead yet, though. We could play some Regisaur Alphas, chump block Ygra into infinity. But we do need to draw something pretty good coming up. Vaultborn. I think I would like Vaultborn. Yeah, sometimes you just draw just Flood City. Flood City. Alright. Kind of tempted for Hornet Queen there. That would be a good deterrent for Ygra. If they don't have their sort of package in, maybe they've shifted that. We didn't see Cauldron's Familiar, didn't see Scavenger's Talent. Of course, there's a possibility you just don't see it. But it does make me suspicious that I didn't see either, because I hurt the opponent's main plan. Hard to say. Nah, I'll still keep back to nature, and yeah. It's just too bad that mostly perfect hand didn't work out. Perfect-ish. Could be a lot worse. We're going to keep it because I'm on the play. I know I'm going off with Commune with Dinosaurs. We saw 2 Thoughtseizes the previous game, so there we go. We got 2 Sunken, so we only need a Castle Garenbrig itself. Sylvan the Grab Castle, Archdruids to... Well, there we go. Sylvan the Grab Castle. Which we'll do next turn, but we won't play it because the second Sunken will be our land for the turn. And then we'll make... Well, eventually we're on track to make 8. And that is great. I could play Palani's Hatcher next turn if we draw land. See what happens. I'll play one of the Palanis next turn if that's the case. But we haven't seen a Thoughtseize yet. I might go for it. Maybe. Okay. Well, the clock's ticking. Oh boy. Well. I like what I see. Now they may have to invest resources into taking out this stuff, which could buy us time. Means less resources to see what's in my hand, to see the death that the opponent might be dealt. Of course, I'm not attacking with the Dinosaur. It would be chump blocked by Cauldron Familiar. No damage would continue on through. Effectively, it's like I would have just tapped that token there. But they gotta watch out. Hopefully they don't get 2 cats. Oh, they got 1 Ygra. Oh, this is not good. Not good. Oh boy. Don't have a cat in your hand. Mill stuff. Do stuff. Okay. Okay, yeah. As long as they just have 1 cat. They're gonna mill 12 things. I'm pretty sure they're getting a second Cauldron Familiar. So I'm almost certain that, yeah, they got it. They got it. Sadly. That is how cat food combo works. But again, Pithing Needle, which I have used in the past, artifact costing 1, you name Cauldron Familiar, and then they can't cycle it, bring it back and forth, because for anybody that might not be aware, that is an activated ability. Pithing Needle turns off activated abilities of permanents with the chosen name. So an artifact for 1 of any color, I would try it out. If cat food combo is giving you grief, give them grief, because now you get to make them feel helpless. Kind of as you feel helpless sometimes when you face them. But I say we'll leave it there for tonight. Pretty close to an hour. A good batch of matches. Will I continue to use Torpor Orb in the main? Probably not. But I'll keep it in the sideboard in case that Celestia Hate Bears creeps up and whatnot. Yeah. Alright, thanks for watching. Hopefully I had a good week, had a good sleep, because you're probably already asleep, or maybe I put you to sleep. Not so much tonight with the coughing, but you get the idea. It's probably not as soothing as usual. All right. Have a good one. See you next time.
What in the hell just happened? How did he